Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for stopping in and checking out this new video. I wanted to come on and share a couple thoughts about, excuse me, what's been happening as far as with the economy, new inflation reports, all of this, the administration changing, one leaving, one coming in. There's always a bit of a rocky start to those transitions because we're in a very pivotal moment, I feel. Please like, subscribe, and share this information, share the video. We're up to 111 subscribers. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much. That means a lot. It means that the content is actually resonating. All right, let's get into it. I'll just talk about some of the things and then just give you my opinion. Typically what I do anyway. So we got the reports that came in with CPI and all of it. Everything's starting to heat up, right? With the consumer inflation overall. I think the eggs was a very high number. I think it was, forget the percentages. Excuse me, I didn't get a chance to really write all of this down, but it's essentially we're repeating what we almost did in 2022. Most people believe that 25 is going to be a repeat of 24. It's starting to look that way, even in the first few weeks of the month. So what does that all mean? Or better yet, what do we do? I'll tell you what I'm doing. I think that everyone knows by this point, I'm a very heavy real estate guy. However, I'm not changing, but I'm tweaking, if you will. Real estate right now is very capital intensive, and meaning like you need a lot of down payment money to even get a house. And then once you get the house, the mortgage payment is it's still high. So that's the problem, right? Interest rates are just too high to make the payment make sense. To me, this is just me. Putting down a big chunk of money for down payment, closing costs, and then turn around and having a high monthly payment, the two is like oil and water to me. At this point, I think I would rather invest that money into the market where you can get a solid return every year, even if you got 7% to 8% return every year on that same down payment money. That's kind of what I'm leaning towards, to be honest with you. Now, I'm talking about for the standard home buyer. I am going to be renting a little bit longer than I wanted to, but I have a plan. You should always have a plan, right? The other thing I wanted to say is, for you real estate investors, I think now is the really sweet time to buy real estate or investment property, because I think for the very reasons that I just outlined before, rent is still affordable. I know that sounds crazy, depending on what market you're in. It's still affordable, and prices are still high to buy. Interest rates still high, so rent makes rent more affordable. Now, the challenge is you just got to find the right asset and don't pay list price. Not impossible, but it's all depending on your location and your market. So what I would recommend is you really got to be savvy here. And this is not going to be easy money really for the next year, maybe 18 months. Meaning like, it's not going to be how it was in 2020, 21, where, you can buy a bad deal and it still made sense on paper because of a little interest rate. That's not going to happen. Not going to happen for a very long time. So what I've been recommending is, if you're looking to buy real estate, still a good time to buy, but don't pay list price, be very aggressive, even to the point where you write disrespectful offers. What is a disrespectful offer? My opinion, below list price. Now, I would go in very disrespectful, see if you can get 20% off, see if you get 25. I mean, it's worth asking. The worst they could do is say no. That's okay. But don't overpay. Don't pay list price. Other thing I would recommend is now more than ever group economics, meaning if you have a good friend, a family member, and you guys are willing to go in together to buy a duplex or a quad, and maybe y'all both occupy two different units and you rent out the other two units, something of that nature, combine your spending power and all that. I think more than ever, now is the time to do that. You have a lot of generational living, intergenerational living, meaning like there's a grandma, there's a, you know, grandson, and so forth and so forth. Pull your money and resources together, buy that triplex. Each you guys can live in different units, rent one unit out. It's still supplementing your cost. This is how we need to be thinking moving forward, because I think the wealth gap is just going crazy right now. It's with the new incoming administration, I recommend everyone. I have tenants right now that who I can't share that information or disclose certain things, but they're laying off people at a very high rate. It's kind of alarming. Like, whoa. They're also, I'm seeing a lot of purchasing inventory because of inflation and tariffs. So people are gearing up knowing tariffs are coming. What does that mean for us? For us, I think that means for the next 18 months, you need to be saving as much money as humanly possible while still paying down your debt. What I'm doing, I'm going to focus on my savings first. Debt is going to be second, and we're just going to deal with that as it comes. But my focus is going to be on just piling up as much cash as humanly possible. Take that for what you will. I'm not telling you what to do, just telling you what I'm doing. I'm just a guy on YouTube trying to offer some advice. But in the next 18 months is going to be a little rocky, just because the start of a new administration, a lot of changes that are going to be happening, working its way through the system. And we had a lot of Fed speak come out, meaning like there's a lot of Federal Reserve, people that are talking, and some are bullish, some are dovish, some are hawkish. So I think right now is the time to just slow down and get back to the fundamentals. Save up as much cash, because I think cash is king. Don't listen to these people say, oh, if you have cash, it's, you're losing money. No, don't listen to that. Right now, you got to secure the four walls, okay? You got to take care of the house, the home front. Make sure you have enough cash to weather some storms. So I hope this is helpful. I don't mean to be an alarmist. I'm just trying to be prepare everyone. And hopefully you can weather the storms that come, because they're coming. They're coming. I mean, with everything that's been happening, I'm going to make another video about my 2 cents on the California wildfires. Most of you know I was born and raised in the state of California, and it kind of sucks. I have family in Pasadena, and it sucks to see what has happened, and my heart goes out to those people. But I'm going to make a video talking about it and what we may see as a result of what's taking place in California. Please like, subscribe, and share, and comment. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.